Well, shocking information about a man who was clearly not stable. According to his wife, a storm was brewing before yesterday's deadly gun battle. Well, this has certainly been an unbelievable day. Tonight, officers are coming together to grieve. One of the most powerful earthquakes in decades batters Chile, killing at least 200 people. Well, all eyes will be on the ice tonight for more figure skating and ice dancing. But if the graceful routines on the ice aren't your thing, skeleton competition and alpine skiing are also on the schedule. Well, Firebaugh is a small community tonight. The entire town is grieving the loss of 3 children, but one elementary school is trying to help its students deal with a very tough topic, death. In an Olympics already full of surprises, the Americans may have pulled off the biggest tonight. Well, it has certainly been a difficult day here in Reedley, but especially for the officer's family.
He was a good guy. He just messed up.
Eduardo Bejar is the officer's cousin. Like the rest of Reedley, he's learning the horrible news. His relative was gunned down during a deadly confrontation. Eduardo talks about what his family is going through right now.
My mom, my sister, and everybody's just breaking down crying. My uncle, I heard he was just really messed up right now.
Eduardo describes his cousin as extremely proud of his job, even encouraging him to join the police force.
He was very dedicated, very dedicated. I remember him coming to the house in his, uniform and everything, and just being happy, always talking to me about, that I should join, I should join the force and stuff.
But tonight, the job that Javier Bejar loved so much has left him a victim. The city manager has a message for Bejar's wife and child.
Just like to say to the family that all of our sincerest love and prayers go out to you.
You can see just how hard this tragedy has hit Reedley. As soon as the news reached city officials, they shut down City Hall, posting a sign to let everyone know that the building would reopen tomorrow. As for the Bejar family, they are coming together tonight and praying.
Our family really isn't that close, but I mean, maybe this is what's going to bring us a little bit closer together,
Now, as you may have mentioned, we are standing in front of the Reedley Police Department. We're told there is a grieving center in here open to officers who need counseling at this time. It'll be open as long as they need it. Live in Reedley, Theresa Freed, KC24 News. Well, as I learned tonight, figure skating takes tremendous dedication and hard work, and only an elite few will ever know the joy of skating for an Olympic medal.
For most little girls, what they want to do is glide and seem effortless and graceful and wear a sparkly costume and be beautiful. However, once they come out here, they find out that that's not always the case.
The Olympic figure skaters do it with ease, glide across the ice and leap into the sky, turning sometimes 3.5 times. It looks like a breeze, right? But it's not.
It's really becoming a really competitive sport.
And it's one that little girls are taking notice of. One dad says his daughter is watching the Winter Games and fully expects to be an Olympic figure skater someday soon.
It really kind of motivates her. She really enjoys ice skating and getting more and more involved in it. She just loves it.
It's been about 20 years since I've been on the ice, so I'm a little bit shaky, but for people who aspire to be professional skaters like Sydney here, this is like a full-time job.
It's pretty intense. I mean, you got to get your routine down, you got to practice constantly, you got to practice like 2 hours a day.
2 hours a day I don't have, but I decided to give it a try. Yep, even after seeing Lindsay's painful fall on the ice yesterday. You guys laughing at me over there? I don't let the hockey players on the side shake me. I'm inspired and highly motivated. Yay! This is awesome. But things are a little more slow going than I expected.
First things that we're doing is we're teaching how to march. That's to get everybody kind of going.
Then I get a tip about how to fall properly.
If you fall, sometimes you can fall on your bottom.
Really? I'm pretty sure that's where I would end up, right on my bottom.
So it seems I'm not quite cut out for ice skating, but plenty of ladies are, and with a tremendous amount of effort and hard work, they're going for the gold.
Gateway offers ice skating lessons for people of all ages. For more information, log on to gatewayicecenter.com. Back to you guys. Well, within a week's time, law enforcement from all over the state will come together for a second funeral service, this time saying goodbye to a Reedley police officer who is also a Marine.
Monday is going to be the day that I think we'll all be able to finally exhale and honor Javier Bejar.
Reedley Police Chief Steve Wright stood with Fresno County Sheriff Margaret Mims today to announce the details of Monday's funeral service. They also wanted to extend their appreciation to the community for endless support in their time of need.
Thank you to everyone who has been so supportive. We've had nothing but an outpouring of support from our community in Reedley, from the entire county of Fresno, and all over the state of California.
Monday's service will be held at the exhibition hall at 10 in the morning. It will likely look similar to the service just held Wednesday for Sheriff's Detective Joel Wallenmeyer. Both peace officers were killed a little more than a week ago when a Minkler resident opened fire on them. Behar's service will be slightly different in that he was a Marine. So much of the funeral and burial will include military honors. Chief Wright says Behar had the conversation with his wife many times about what he'd want if he died. The services will reflect his wishes. The Sheriff's Department and other law enforcement agencies will handle all emergency calls in Reedley that day so personnel can say goodbye.
To the citizens of Reedley, the calls will be answered. Dispatchers will be there. There will be deputies and officers answering calls for service. And in this particular case, it's the least we can do to support and help the city of Reedley.
Now here's a look at the procession route. The funeral will take place at the exhibition hall in downtown Fresno. From there, motorists will travel down M Street to the 41 freeway. They'll take southbound 99 to the Manning exit. Then it's 12 miles to Reedley for the burial service. And of course, we'll have complete coverage of the funeral service on Monday. Live in the newsroom, Theresa Freed, KC24 News.